Welcome to Living the Empowered Life podcast, where we discuss all things empowering, encouraging and inspiring. My name is Yvonne Ellis. I'm an empowerment speaker, author, coach, trainer and founder of Yumi Empowerment, a company that facilitates the empowerment of people. I help people to make positive life change, live in their purpose and develop into their best version of self. I share stories, interviews, spiritual encouragement and actionable tips to empower, encourage and inspire you to live the life you want. So if you want to live the empowered life, join me each week on my podcast so we can take the journey together. Hello Empowered Lifers, welcome to Living the Empowered Life podcast. This is episode 8 and today I want to talk to you about courage. In this episode, I'm going to be talking to you about some of my experiences with courage and things to let you know about courage if you've not yet made a decision to do something courageous. But before we get into the episode, thank you for listening in again. If this is your second, third or whatever time listening in, I do appreciate the support. And if you're new to the podcast, welcome. If any of you have not switched on your notifications for the bi-weekly uploading of this episode, please do so. You can do this on Apple, iTunes, Stitcher or Spotify. So I need to be real with you about courage. Courage is one of those things that is so hard to do, but when you do it, it has amazing results. But, at the beginning, when you're on that cliff edge, looking over, wondering whether to take the jump or not, it can be absolutely terrifying. That is why I need to be real with you, because if you're about to have courage to make a change in your life, I need you to know these things. So what is courage? According to the dictionary, it is the ability to do something that frightens you. It's an act of bravery. Now, there are different types of courage as well, and I was shocked to learn this actually. Now, I have a list of things that courage doesn't include, and this is based from my own experiences of being on my own courageous journey since the age of 13 years old. I've come to learn that there is many different things that courage does entail, but there are also a lot of things that courage doesn't include. So one of the things that courage doesn't include is the perfect time. It doesn't include huge savings. It doesn't include perfect circumstances, feeling 100% right or sure of your decision, and also not knowing the exact outcome. These are all things that courage doesn't include. But I can tell you what it does include. It includes being scared. It includes not knowing exactly how things will turn out. And yes, it definitely does include taking action. Sounds uncomfortable, doesn't it? Yep, that's because it is uncomfortable. There are a couple of things I've learned about having courage, and that is that it is a huge confidence builder and that you learn new things about yourself and life. When you step out of your comfort zone into the courage zone, you find that you'll open up yourself to a new way of thinking about yourself and about your circumstances. Because living in the comfort zone is like being in that goldfish bowl. You know what to expect, you know how you respond to certain things. But when you take a step of courage to do something different, it's a totally different ballgame. It opens you up to so many different things. Everything that I've achieved today is hugely down to having the courage to take risks. My new book, Into the Unknown, which will be released at some point later this year, I will let you guys know when that is all about my journey of faith, courage and taking risks. And this is going back to my childhood when I've identified, situations where I had courage, to having courage in everyday situations. I honestly do believe that this book is going to be an amazing resource for those of you who are on the journey to living the empowered life, who are looking to take courageous actions. Now, a lot of people may think, why rock the boat? If it's not broken, why fix it? This is a mindset that is typical of comfort zone thinking people. But, the reason why courage is needed is because it's a bridge to get you from where you are now to where you want to be. It will take you to the next level in your life. It will build your confidence and increase your self-belief. These are things I have found from my experience. At the moment, I'm reading a book called Confidence by, I think it's Dr. Robert Sheung. In this book, it's all about confidence building. And one of the things that stood out for me in reading this book is that even to have confidence, you need to take action. And it's something that I've talked about on other podcasts about courage being a bridge to building confidence. Now, it is a choice. You don't have to have courage if you don't want to. If you are perfectly fine staying in your comfort zone, not being really happy with where you are in life, then that is a decision that you're going to make. But I want to encourage you to have courage because, it's going to bring you one step closer towards the thing you want. Small steps lead to big action. For instance, if you want to become a teacher, you've desired to share your experiences and your skills with others, maybe students or children. What is the thing that you're going to need to do first? One of the things that you can do is to find out where you need to go and take this teaching course. You can find out things about how much it will cost, whether you can do it at home or do it in a setting. These are small steps that you can start to take. If you're working a job or doing something that is going to interfere with that, how are you going to make the time to do it? These are your small steps of action. Or, for instance, you're on a weight loss journey and you haven't got anybody around you to encourage you, and that is why you keep falling back down because, you fall for the same old temptations. Maybe you're deciding now, I want to join a group. I'm not the most social person or the most confident person, but I realise that in order to achieve my goals, I need to get support and help. Well, what's the first step you're going to take there? You can do a Google search and find out about weight loss groups. Maybe it might be on Facebook. Maybe it might be in a church hall. Obviously not now with the whole lockdown thing, but when things open back up, maybe there is a weight loss group that is at your local community hall or church hall. This will be the first step for you to take, finding out about the group and then inquiring about the group. When is it held? How often is it held? How do you join? These are just some standard examples that I'm giving you about something that people may desire, but they lack the courage to take that step. I'm just kind of sharing with you, some of the small steps they might take. You can adapt these to the things that you're trying to do. What would be the first small step that you need to take in order to get on the path, get on the trackway to achieving your goal? When it comes to courage, it is totally a personal decision. Only you can make that decision on whether you are ready to take a step into the unknown, a bold step to do something else. It's totally on you. And also, I just want to give you a word of advice as well about your courageous journey. Be careful who you share it with. I've learned from experience that if the person you share it with is not on the same pathway as you, or they've never done anything courageous in their life, and they live in a bubble of total comfortability, then, they're probably not the best person to tell. When you're trying to do something new or different, make a different choice, a different decision, go for the things you want in life. You have to be careful who you're sharing that with, because not everybody is going to be supportive of your decision, especially if you're around people that have never seen it done before. That is what I've found in my experience anyway. You need to be surrounded by like-minded people who will encourage you, empower you, help you, support you, be with you in the dark times, be with you on those high times. These are the type of people that you need around you when you are taking a bold step of courage. So the Bible scripture I want to leave you with today is from 2 Timothy 1:7 in the NIV Bible. And it says, "For the Spirit God gave us does not make us timid, but gives us power, love, and self-discipline." So, go forward with that. Be bold. God hasn't given you a spirit of fear. He's not made you to be timid. He's made you to be bold. He's made you to be courageous. He wants you to live the empowered life. If you do need an action plan to help you to have courage to go towards your goals and dreams, then do check out my courage course. I will leave links to it in the show notes. Also, I will leave a link to my Instagram page, which is Yemi Empowerment, YEME_empowerment. Over there, I share quotes and inspirational, encouraging things to help those of you who want to live the empowered life. Also, if you want the monthly newsletter that I do send out as well, which is about living the empowered life, it's just like, inspirational tips to help you on your way, then please do sign up to my newsletter. I will leave a link in the show notes as well. I will be sharing on my Instagram a reminder that this episode has been uploaded. And over there, if you are on Instagram, let me know in the comments, what's the one courageous step that you're going to make towards your goal. So that is it for this episode. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you on the next one.